Sale or return, SOR, or selling your car on consignment has got a bad name recently, and for good reason. There's been a large company down south called GVE, which is a massive supercar dealership, and unfortunately they've gone bust, as a result of which, for reasons best known to themselves, they've kept hold of customer money and cars, and it's become a little bit of a show, to say the least. As a result of which, sale or return has got a bit of a stigma now within the industry, and I don't think it should do. However, I've had a serious problem with a car on sale or return, and this is the big problem over here. So you will have seen this yellow Beetle frequent the channel on numerous occasions because it's been sat in my bar for 8 or 9 months. Now, the car is lovely, there's nothing wrong with it. The owner is lovely, there's nothing wrong with him. And it basically came in on a deal that I did last year in summer on a Ferrari 360 Spider that we had in stock. And the deal was, I need to have the Beetle out of my garage to have the Ferrari in there. Will you take it in on sale or return? So we did, and we've titivated it. It looks an absolute peach now. These things are hard to sell at the best of times. The market isn't very buoyant for them, but we did manage to get 2 people who were interested in buying the car. And as the car gods will dictate, they both came in at the same time. Anyway, regardless, I got in touch with the owner. I said I need a bit more information on the car because we are ready to sell it. And he said, I've changed my mind. Yes, you heard that right. We have had the rug well and truly pulled from under our feet here. However, I truly believe that this is probably going to be one of the best things you've seen on YouTube in a long time, so I encourage you to stay to the end, because what we're going to do today is turn what is a business disaster into, I suspect, one of the most positive outcomes I've had working as a car dealer. Which initially really annoyed me because we'd put quite a bit of effort into this car. Now, I'm not one to hold grudges, and this certainly isn't going to be a case where I hold a grudge, because the reason he's decided he doesn't want to sell it is because he's going to donate it to Yorkshire Children's Charity. You can't really be mad at that, can you? I mean, a little bit, but you can't be proper mad. So basically what's going to happen with this car is it's going to go up to Grantley Hall, which is an incredibly posh hall, and it is going to be showcased in the centre of a beautiful experience, and wealthy business people are going to bid on it, knowing that any pound and penny that is made from this car is going to be donated to Yorkshire Children's Charity. And when you look at this charity, it's pretty good, to be fair, to say the least. There's kids out there that don't have shoes, they've not had a hot meal in days, and that's what the Children's Charity is all about. From my point of view, I think that's amazing, and although I'm a bit annoyed as a business person going, oh, wasted all that time, it's actually a really good opportunity for us to try and help as well. So what we're going to do today is dust it off, get a new battery on the car, and what we're going to try and do is sell it as best as we possibly can for the people that are going to go in and hopefully bid a huge amount of money on this, way more than it's worth. A bit like my Tigra, which went well, didn't it? So today you are going to watch some exclusive behind the scenes footage, and you can see just how ridiculous trying to film something is, because we're going to be filming us filming something. How's that? You get something, they get something, the charity gets something. I'll see you at the golf club. Ta-ta. Right, Tim has lovingly put a battery on it last night. However, he told me this morning it wouldn't start. No. So unfortunately we're on borrowed time because we're going to get to Shipley Golf Club, which have given us the opportunity to film there, but we need to get there and off the tees before the golfists come round.
Let's get going. There's got to be a choke somewhere. Let's get some light.
Google.
Oh, we're away.
That'll do. Right, cool. I will go and get my script. Written last night at 1 o'clock in the morning. Wait till you hear the tune. I found a banger. You like classical, don't you, Alex?
Yeah.
Definitely up your street. Quite. You're right there. Right, let's get on the road. And we're off. Didn't like that. There's something about an old classic. I do not want to break down in a bright yellow Beetle in the middle of Bingley, and I've got a feeling that might bloody happen. Can't go backwards, gearbox. Sorry. Fire engine was not impressed. I don't know where reverse is. Oh, God's sake, there's kids everywhere. Using my handbrakes to try and stop while giving it some revs and staying on the clutch at the same time. Does not want to idle. Does not like it low down. Keep the revs up. I think it just needs a good run because it's been sat in my showroom for so long. Okay. That's one of the 800 lights. Not liking the idle. So I'm having to sit here revving it with lots of school kids. This is not the look I want. Oh, I'm getting the hang of that now. Getting the hang of this, all right. It's just there. Now obviously there's no rev counter, so I can't see exactly where it's struggling. But it certainly is. We're downhill now. Oh, downhill to the golf club. Where's the horn? I love old cars. There's something about it, there's a nostalgia with these, isn't there? And like the smell is absolutely amazing. And the fact that it just feels like it's hanging on for dear life, but if it does go wrong, it won't be expensive to put right. Do you know what I mean? Something will have fallen off and you just put it back on again. So I'm hoping that that is an indicator. Good, Alex is indicating, which is indicating my indicator is working. Unfortunately, to get into Shipley Golf Club, there is quite the hill. We're in. Now I have got permission to do this by Natalie, who kind of runs a lot of the media side of the club. Fortunately, I've got a bit of an in here because the current chairman is my godfather and the captain a couple of years ago was my dad. Right, let's find somewhere to park it, get set up. So Alex is currently taking absolutely ages because apparently there's no urgency. We've got golfers that are going to be coming down the 9th fairway in 20 minutes. I've got my script, Tim's ready, the car's ready.
Alex is not.
Alex is not ready. Here he comes, tripod. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to narrate from here, just so all the audio is the same, and then there'll come a point where I won't be able to read my script because it's going to be on me with the car. Okay. So what ideally you need to do, mate, is get it framed up straight away, right, and then not bloody move. Do you think that looks good?
I think that's good. Nice.
Oh, I feel right under pressure now. And part of everyday life. I'm going to wait for that plane to go. Selfish. A place it called home for more than 30 years under the sun's... Right, where am I? That no child should ever face alone. Right, and then this is me now. Am I going to get away with that in my script here? Do well to remember this. The Beetle has always been more than just a car. The Beetle has always been more than just a car. It's a symbol of fun, freedom. So if you're already subscribed to the channel, you'll know full well that I speak from the heart, and I'm not one for a script. I really struggled with this script. I don't know what it was, I was getting a complete mental block and I couldn't get the words out that I wanted to get out. However, it all started to fall into place eventually, and it needed to, because this video has got to be perfect and it needs to resonate. Days felt slower and days felt longer. A lifetime of possibilities. Right, and then we'll come over here. A chance to give children and families that hope and optimism that they need the most. Right, and now we're going back into narrating. To help drive real change for those who need it most. And today it gives us a chance to create a brighter and happier future for Yorkshire's children. How good's that script? Do we do another run while we're here? I think it'd be better if I can get it all in one, but I'm just struggling. I'll try and do it again all in one. To the children and the families that need it the very most. In one, boys. Right, do you sexy stuff, mate. I think we've got what we need out of that. Doing his pre-flight checks. Oh wow. You checked your props. Where's your cone? Oh, he's changing his drone lens.
Oh.
Serious. Just record everything, mate. So we can do some like long views of the treetops and all that sort of stuff.
If we just stand over.
Absolutely, Spielberg.
Follow me. Extras.
Extras. Look at that for an angle, mate. Sensational. I'm keeping a line of sight on the drone at all times, Alex, as per.
Yes, the regulations.
Yes. You're thinking kind of coming around it like that. Can I have a go? So I go a bit closer to it. You smell nice, Alex.
Thank you. It's Ted Baker.
Oh, it's very nice. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Sweet.
If I do hit it and a dint it will do a window, I don't think you'll be too pleased.
It'll add character. In the spirit of not taking a risk here, I might just pull it forward. Would have been all right. Right. We good? Unfortunately, we're having to plan this around planning the business at the same time. So RS6 is going out hopefully tomorrow. We've got someone looking at it tomorrow. Then we've got the Leon out tomorrow. Then we've got a 5 Series coming in tomorrow. So I'm trying to work this at the same time as doing that. And then we've got that stupid Cobra turning up as well in a minute. So what we're essentially going to do, I'll play the music to you. You're going to love this.
I can't wait.
So imagine it's going to start off with just some Yorkshire scenery, bird song in the summer morning, so maybe an overlay of a flock of birds flying, the warm rich colours of autumn while we've done all that drone footage, a winding road through the Yorkshire Hills, that's where we're going to be driving the Beetle doing the drone footage this afternoon. So imagine.
Okay, I'll close my eyes.
So you've got, I'm going to start talking on the second ha. So here. There are some things that never fail to make people smile. Yeah? Yorkshire scenery, car driving down the road. And then more in of the car. Yeah? Building suspense.
Yeah.
And then this is the bit where it's going to be. So with the expert care of the team, it's going to be in here getting polished. So we're going to have lots of driving footage here. The sound of it as well, purring past on the country roads.
You've listened to that way too much.
Mate, I had it on repeat this morning on the way into work. I
Losing your
am
mind.
part of this now. What I'll do is anything that's handwritten on here is shots that you need to do or get. So we can cap cut the bird stuff.
Okay.
And then drone shottage for the warm, rich colours of autumn. And then drone that we're going to do this afternoon as well. So you've done loads of shots around the car, but what I'd like to do this afternoon is get out and do obviously the footage of it driving. So what we need is camera mounted on the back of like my Audi or whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
You driving the Audi up to our usual spot,
Right.
me following the Beetle, just so we've got loads and just film the whole way.
Yeah.
So we've got loads of front of the Beetle.
Yes.
Then when we get up to the top, shots of hands on steering wheel, gear stick. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah,
even
yeah.
just sort of like a shot of just sort of me driving it, sort of laughing or whatever, or looking happy,
Okay.
which I'll try and do. That sort of stuff. And then we need drive-bys. Cool. Right. Get set up. Get set up.
Sound.
Cool. We don't have one. Okay. Right, so just steady away, yeah?
Yeah, just steady away.
You tell me if I'm okay for speed, Alex.
Yeah, that's perfect speed.
Now I need to look happy. I'm happy in my Beetle.
You're having a jolly time.
Jolly, I forgot you're on the phone.
Thanks. That's nice, that's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, my signal's gone.
Right, okay, I'll turn around at the top, mate, and come back down if you want to stay where you are. Oh, I am freezing. Well, it's safe to say it's idling a lot better. It's idling a lot better. I was thinking next is if we go to the bit, you know, where we did the jag with the duck.
Yes.
Think about the children. The problem with this is you don't know what's going to come round the corner. You know, I don't know what's going to be in my way. If I come round there and there's already a car coming the other way, it's already ruined the shot, but I don't know. Right, with him, I'm going to have to let him go now. I'm actually quite enjoying driving this now. It's just bitterly cold. So, back up to the car, mount that on the front of the Audi,
Yes.
and then you follow me back.
Yes.
And then we've got every possible conceivable shot that we might need. Okay, so we've got all the footage together. Alex is currently on in his office editing what you are currently watching now, and I have assigned myself the task of editing the actual video that's going to be shown at Grantley Hall. We hope. Now, the reason that I want to edit this myself is because I know that I am really, really particular. Alex is more than capable of doing it, but I just know exactly how I want it. So, I'm using software called DaVinci Resolve. Now, DaVinci is way more technical than you ever need it to be, and way more technical than I ever understand, if that sort of makes sense. And over the weekend, I've pieced together this wonderful thing. So, essentially, what we've got here is we've got different audio channels, we've got different video channels, and then we've got fades into different videos. And I'm kind of kicking it off with some drone footage. Oh God, my computer is freezing. Here we go. Then we're kind of going into voiceovers.
Originally built in the 1970s.
And I'm trying to piece it all together to make it exciting, because what I want to do here is I want to build this sort of excitement behind the car, and people sort of get into the fact that this is, you know, an amazing car to buy, but an amazing charity to follow as well. Because I think the problem with some of these charity events, and I have been some of them before, is they become, without being critical, sometimes people miss the point of it and it becomes a bit of a show-off type thing, which is, you know, fair enough. I appreciate that people are people. It's a great event for people to go to, but I just want to sort of act as a reminder during this that actually there is something quite important in the background. So I'm hoping we've managed to get something together here, but I've essentially got the voiceover, which we were doing when we were stood in front of the car. That's where I was reading through the script. I'm using some of that script in here, and then I am overlaying the music in the background, which I spent ages trying to find it, so we can try and make it sort of building up. I've made a mountain out of a molehill here, but I don't care. I'm really dead set on making this cool. And I think I've pretty much just about got it together. Now I'm putting some credits at the end as well. So I'm crediting Alex and Fabienne. They're the owners of the car because they've donated it. I'd be rude not to credit your own business while you're there as well. And Alex did say, make sure you get your brand in there. So I'm crediting us. And at the same time, I'm going to credit, obviously, the YouTube channel. Get that in the back there. And then Shipley Golf Club that were really helpful with leaving us a space. Yeah. I'm really rather pleased with this. So I'm gonna grab Alex, get him to have a look through some of this, see what he thinks of it, and then hopefully we've got ourselves a video. So speaking of charities and auctions and all that sort of stuff, if you haven't seen, we did this ourselves with a Tigra. So we bought a Vauxhall Tigra on Gumtree, cheapest car we could find, titivated it and then put it on eBay to sell it for as much money as possible with a view we wanted to make a big donation to Andy's Man Club, which is a mental health charity. It all went badly, as you can see from this video here, if you've not already watched that, where the top bidder on eBay essentially just never came to the party. Didn't come as a huge surprise. So I then put it out to subscribers if they wanted to buy it. We got a few bids in, we responded to the top few of them, never came to fruition. So we're doing the obvious thing, we're raffling it. A lot of people have suggested that we raffle the car. It's 90p a ticket. Everybody who joins the raffle gets a free ticket if you use this code below, and hopefully that'll encourage you to buy some tickets when you're there as well. So it's going to run to the end of November. If you want a ticket, buy a ticket. Your opportunity to do it is in the description below. Let's get Alex in and see what he thinks of this video. Alex! Right, so this is where we're at. So I've put the drone footage in the start, done the voiceover over here, and then I've done the music in the background as well. What's that? Yeah. That's the sound of bird song.
On a summer's morning.
Sound of bird song.
Yeah, they were sat on a pylon. So I'll play it all through, and you can have a watch of it and tell me what you think of this. It's powerful.
That's impressive.
But, I know.
Yeah, no, that's really, really good.
Anything you would change on it?
No.
Ooh.
No. Yeah,
Excellent.
you're worried then.
I was worried. I was worried for you. There's a couple of things that I just want to make a little bit more seamless, like this bit here where it goes Italy, Yorkshire, Australia, all that sort of stuff. I want to make that a bit smoother and make this come in a bit better. Yeah. Masculine. All right. So we're going to get the video all pieced together. You're going to do the start of it now, finish that off, and then we're going to drop it for everybody to see round about now. So sit back, relax, grab yourself a coffee or a brew of some description and enjoy us trying to armbar some money out of millionaires. That's essentially what it is. Cheers. There are some things in life that never fail to make people smile. Birdsong on a summer's morning, the warm, rich colours of autumn, a winding road through the Yorkshire Hills, and of course the unmistakable shape of a classic Volkswagen Beetle. This particular Beetle has a story that spans decades and continents. Originally built in the 1970s, a time of colour, character and optimism, it began life in a world full of change and possibility. From Italy, it travelled across the world to Australia, a place it called home for more than 30 years, cherished, driven and part of everyday life. More recently, it was brought to a place that we call home, Yorkshire. A gift from Alex's wife for his 50th birthday, it was a celebration of joy, adventure and of the simple pleasure of the open road. Well, now it's their gift to others. With the expert care of the team at my dealership, this Beetle has been lovingly refreshed, ready to share its journey once again. But this time it's not just about where the car will go next, it's about what it can help achieve. Every mile this happy car has travelled has led to this moment, and now every bid placed will change the lives of children right here in Yorkshire. Those living with disabilities, growing up in poverty, or facing challenges that no child should ever face alone. The Beetle has always been more than just a car. It's a symbol of fun and freedom, a simpler time, where journeys felt slower and days felt longer, and there was a lifetime of possibilities ahead. And in turn, that's what this auction represents too. It's a chance to give something back, some hope, some optimism, to the children and the families that need it the very most. From the laughter of a child to the open road ahead, this Beetle carries something special. It's a reminder that happiness can come from the simplest of things, and that with compassion and community, we can build a brighter future for others together. From Italy to Australia to Yorkshire, this car has travelled the world, and now it's ready to go one step further to help drive real change for those who need it most. It's a classic car, it's a remarkable journey, and it is a chance to create a happier, brighter future for Yorkshire's children.